Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my home. This is Lynn Wilson, and I was so excited before I got started with my crock pot recipe that I'm going to be doing tonight with helping me clean out my freezer. I just wanted to come on and show you some of the things that I've been canning. So here's some peas and carrots. I actually have 6 jars of this canned and ready to go. I just need to wipe the jars down, take the rings off, and put them in my pantry. Okay, so now what I have is 8 jars of canned chopped meat, and as you can see, I have some onions in there, peppers, and it was red peppers, green peppers, and onions, a bag of frozen, and I have 8 jars of those ready to go. And again, I just have to take the rings off of those, wipe them down. And I had room in the canner, so I had some tomato sauce here with Italian sausage, so I've also canned that. And I ended up with 4 or 5 jars of that. So here I have, just out of the canner, you can actually still see it bubbling. See that? Look at that. Oh yeah. That one too. I have 3 jars of chicken on the drumsticks, chicken on the bone, canned. And I have 3 quarts here. I had to fit 1 more in my canner, so I have a pint of that tomato sauce, and then I'm going to be putting in 2 more quarts of the chicken, and I have a quart and a pint of the tomato sauce to can as well. So the chicken was canned at 90 minutes in my electric pressure canner, not pressure cooker, pressure canner. So the lids have all pinged. On the top here, you can see they're flat, and they are just, look at that. They're actually, I can't even touch them. They're so hot right now. All right, so I hope you enjoyed to see what I've been doing with my canning. I'm so excited. It's become a new fun hobby of mine to do. So let's take you over to the crock pot and let's get started on our lunch for tomorrow. Okay, so I'm trying to clean out the freezer a little bit with some things that are, getting older. I want to use them up before they're freezer burn and they're not very good. So I had made a nice spiral ham. So I'm defrosting that just a little bit, but we're going to be putting that in the crock pot. It's all cooked. I have some homemade cream of mushroom soup. I do not like mushrooms, the texture, so as you can see, it is chopped super fine. I made homemade soup there, which is great, better than Campbell's. I only have 4 little potatoes left, so we're going to use that and some cheddar cheese, and we're going to make a ham, potato, cheese casserole in the crock pot. And I need something for my guys tomorrow and myself. I'll be at work, they'll be at home. So I will be making this up along with some fry bread to go with it. And also my son has recommended that we put a side of fried rice with it. So that is not your normal combination, but I'm going to do this and probably add some peas and carrots to the fried rice. So I think for this recipe I might just put some carrots in it just to add an extra recipe or an extra bit of nutrition to it. So let me get this assembled and I'll bring you back. Okay, so here we have my little crock pot. It is, where's the name? A West Bend. So this is the one I've showed you before. So this is a skillet. And let's see if I can lift this up. So this is hot right now, but that you can use as a skillet. Then it's got the pot that sits on top of it. And you can see here, you can do low, medium, high, warm, and use the griddle. So what I have in here right now is I had those 4 potatoes, and I have I had some carrots I wanted to use up. I chopped the ham up that was in the freezer, and these look like frozen peas, but they're actually dehydrated peas. So I have just dehydrated those. You can check out my video on there. So I'm putting them in. They will plump up once we cook this up. So now what I'm going to do is add some cheese and some cream of mushroom soup. So hang on and I'll show you that. Okay, so I have some cheese. It is frozen, as you can see. I'm breaking it up. It's about a cup to a cup and a half. So what I did is I probably put in half a bag of baby carrots. I put in about a half a cup of dehydrated peas. I put in 4 potatoes and probably 6 to 8 slices of ham. And again, this is all stuff that I had in my freezer. So I am just cleaning out the freezer. After a while, the cheese and everything, you know how it gets kind of funny. So let's clean it out. Summer's coming. Let's get some fresh veggies and things in there. So I'm going to cover this up with the cheese, and then hang on for a second, rinse my hands, and then I want to add the cream of mushroom soup. You do not have to have homemade. I just happen to make it. I'm going to use it, put it right on top, and that's that. And to this, I'm probably going to add a half a cup of milk, and I will bring you back once this is done and let you see how yummy it looks. Okay, we're all done with the ham, potato, and carrot soup, stew, or casserole, whatever you want to call it. But look how good this looks. Let me get this for you. Look at this. Just look at this. I'm going to put some on a plate and you can see what it looks like. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so here it is. Oh, so delicious in the bowl. Check this out. See the peas? Can you see that? Let's see if I can lift that up for you. Look at that. That's the dehydrated peas, extra carrots, potatoes, cheese, ham, cream of mushroom soup. And this is all from leftovers. So this would be a few bits of carrots left in the refrigerator. I had ham slices in the freezer, extra cheese in the freezer. I had 4 leftover potatoes, and I added these dehydrated peas and a little bit of homemade cream of mushroom soup, and voila, we have a perfect hot lunch for tomorrow. And I'll put some fried bread on the side. My son will be happy. You could serve it with garlic bread, you could serve it with crackers, you could serve it all by itself. So I hope you decide to try cleaning out your freezer and see what you can come up with. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you do with your leftovers that you have in the freezer and how you create stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.